CPR Group conducts community consultation, and we also prepare plans and reports for property developers, quarry operators and the government sector. We work closely with communities to identify the sorts of attitudes and values that they have about property development and the extractive industry, and then we work with developers to attempt to bring those into accord with members of the community. The family dynamic within the company means that we are extremely responsive, able to be very flexible, and we do whatever it takes. So when you're working with your family, you can, if you need to, sit up until 2 o'clock in the morning to make sure the deliverable happens. We also have an unspoken environment of support, I suppose, and all of our clients mention that that creates a competitive advantage for them that makes the way that we deliver our service quite unique and very different from some of the large consultancies with whom we compete.
Links?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay, so can we come back to it then?
Yeah, come back to it this afternoon. I don't see a problem in having hyperlinks. In fact, I think it's good because
I printed it out.
It's something that a lot of people can't understand. It's something that doesn't. A lot of people say, "Oh, you work with your family, you work with the parents. How how does that work?"
Well, the big sister, little brother dynamic works quite effectively, actually, in that I get to tell them what to do. But unfortunately, they regularly tell me what to do as well.
We all understand how each other works, so there's no, I suppose, uncharted territory. We've all grown up together. We're a big family. We've always been able to be very open in our communication, and that's something that carries over into the management of the business.
We actually have a really egalitarian approach, which might sound unusual, but it works so well, I think, because we bring very different skill sets and backgrounds to the business.
So we worked with Rick and Emma to provide assistance in submission of a funding application for tourism funding, and they were successful in receiving that funding, which allowed them to commence construction of the facility. She is such a grounded person. She's so down to earth, and when I first met her I was actually a little bit starstruck because Michael and I are water skiers and we're water sports enthusiasts, and I went home bragging to my wife saying I met Emma Shears today.
CPR Group facilitates community ownership in a project by being the face of the project on the ground, at the coalface, throughout the various stages of the planning and approvals process. So we make sure that we're the people who are knocking on doors, telephoning people, having meetings with individuals and with groups, and providing a conduit to the client. It's really vital to our clients that they provide facts to their communities and that spin isn't involved in the preparation of those facts. So we never say that we're a public relations company. We say that we're a project facilitation, a stakeholder engagement and a communications company. We only work with ethical operators, and we only work with those that have a corporate social responsibility policy upon which they're actually delivering. And we partner often with community groups that bring to the table a broader range of ways that quarry operators in particular can create positive impacts in communities. We work closely with Landcare, closely with Crime Stoppers, BirdLife Australia, World Wildlife Fund. There are a number of those types of organisations, but also we go into communities and talk to the CWA, to the local neighbourhood watch groups, etc. And we try and find ways that sometimes competing priorities and competing attitudes can be helped to mesh. CPR Group clients often tell us that we are the glue that holds a project together.